Hello, Reckon7, and welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. Well, to be honest, after 3 weeks of absence from playing the game, I barely remember who I am and what I am doing. But of course, we are the good old Jebediah Leslie here, Cavalry Commander of the South. And we've been struggling, one might say, to learn how to effectively use early war cavalry, or rather how to effectively use them without ending up broken and running away. Some good advice in the comments how to maybe game the system a little bit more to build our prestige, which we'll maybe look at when we get into battle. But otherwise things are going okay. We are defamed at the minute from our unit breaking a few times. We need to get rid of that. But it's something I think we can do with a little sprinkling of patience, I think, into our battlefield approach. Always difficult, I think, when you only got the one unit under your control. Just tempted to constantly be in the action, especially when making content for fine folk like yourself. Got to make things a bit interesting, but patience perhaps shall be word of the day moving forward. We shall also do a quick check of the strategic position. Partly just to remind myself where things are and everything else. We have let's look at the front lines. So there was a strong, still is a strong, Union push into kind of northeast of Virginia. Some of that has been pushed back, obviously around Fredericksburg has been liberated, but you can see how we do still control the Shenandoah Valley all the way down to Staunton, and in fact the kind of Confederate control of the northern part of Virginia and out into West Virginia is really just small pockets, although we should be able to also kick those guys out and connect our territories again. But yeah, not ideal perhaps from a grand strategic perspective, but not what we have much choice in that. In terms of our own character, we are of course getting our way towards promotion is the plan. We can't actually afford to go for promotion now. It would cost us 822 of our influence, or prestige I should say, but we could go all the way up to, what's that, Colonel we get? Yes, which would then make us eligible for Brigade Command, which is where we want to take the next step, take over from Jeb Stewart here. But I think we'll maybe hold off, we'll go through one more battle, see if we can't conduct ourselves in a better manner, potentially lose the defamed trait, also as well as gain a little bit more prestige, and then from there on we'll start to work our way up the slippery pole of progress and advancement. Okay, so our army ourselves, which we're in, what is it? Army of Shenandoah, here we go. What's our readiness? We are not particularly ready. Our situation is poor in terms of supplies. We are still being supplied apparently from Martinsburg, so that's okay. We may end up hanging about for a little bit. Let's not go. After recovering from a previous battle before in a fit state to march on, which I think is fair. Yeah, we have no set orders. Oh, why are you retreating that way? That could be mildly problematic. Yeah, you guys kick them out of Fredericksburg. Good man. We do need to deal with Spartan Washington down here, but 5,000 men in Staunton. I'm sure those men in charge have a fine idea of what on earth it is they're planning on doing. This is the bulk of the Confederate forces in these two armies here. But we shall see. But the order of the day, I think rest, recover, get our readiness back up, and then we'll see what the orders are. We are victorious at Barberville. I wonder if that was this one over here. Sounds good. Okay, well, as ever, when we are standing around doing very little, I will save you the time, and we'll come in when we have our orders, and we'll be on the off. We had a week's respite, and with our men barely considering themselves in any state of readiness, we have been ordered to head down the Shenandoah Valley and clear it of federal forces. So we're of course taking the lead element here of the Army of Shenandoah, which, how many men do we have? It's not all 35,000. We have part of it. And maybe we do have 35,000 in this little section. You can see we rearrange against. We've sprung up. Porterfield's division has been grouped into our army as well. So let's see. So you have 1,500. So that's 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. No, it's about 12,000. I didn't think so. Okay, good. Anyway, right. Enough. those... Exactly how many men I have is not that important. What is important is getting down here and clearing out these Federals. So we've got, yeah, about 10,000 Federals down here. Trying to build a supply depot, and... slow down speed a touch. Looks like they're trying to retreat. Yeah, the enemy fire division is just trying to pull back. I wonder if they're suffering supply and attrition issues after having been cut off. Although, you think they'd be supplied via river. Maybe that's why we were building indeed the supply depot. Wait, where are we going? Alright, they have moved off. Okay, this is good. They're heading further down towards the rest of their forces at Staunton, which I think is a bit of a trap for them. Although, you don't really surround and destroy armies in this system we do in perhaps other games and most of the units. I think if you really catch them out, just kind of reform back in the capital. Okay, but we are not pushing in on Staunton. We're actually going to clear the middle of Virginia here in towards Sperryville. Looks like we're going in to assist Lee, although he may bump into something first. Looks like the Confederates on a little bit of up and up at the minute. Long may that continue. Okay, and we're off to try and see who's around here. Well, that march didn't get very far. 3 afternoon was stopped. Let's kick up speed a little bit. I wonder if there's actually any... Presumably there's still some Union force in there. And there's that chap who retreated south, finally heading back north again. Oh no, no he's not. Are we marching on Washington? Right, are you going to pause? No, that's pretty upsetting. Due to fantastic religious views and intimidation, many men in your unit are scared and unwilling to go to battle. That doesn't sound positive. Right, when a siege combat, we'll look at that in a minute. Oh, and I don't get the other pop-up. That's annoying. Oh, here we go here. The fear of death and God's retribution is so intimidating that many will rather desert from the Union and risk certain eternal punishment. Do you know, I think Jebediah is turning into a fine officer here, isn't he? Oh, dear. Okay, we've come against the 2nd Division. 11,000 men, and... Is that 2 2nd Divisions? Quiet Pennsylvania. Oh, you're just paper one? Okay, fine. Lee's division. Where? Ah. That's not what I'm engaged in. I'm down here, presumably. Or have I been shifted? Hang on. No, no, I'm still under Johnson here. So I do not believe we are involved in siege combat. Piffle, I say to you, sir. Yeah, it's just siege over here. Okay, that's fine. Although one might think we would go and assist him, but... You've been tasked with clearing out Staunton. Oh, we won at Sperryville. Excellent. Good. Wonder which way they're going to go. They may well retreat south just because the attack came in from north. Looks like they've kept going south here, down towards Lakeland, but we have bumped into a random unit. Okay. Let's go have a battle. We'll see if we can not get ourselves routed, I think is the main task for this one. Okay, so here we are. We have been tasked with attacking the Federal positions of a Walcott Creek nestled between these two hills here, which actually might be an interesting defensive position. We have essentially doubled their numbers, so it should be able to... It should be a bit of formality, provided the AI doesn't do anything too crazy. We have fought on this map before, the infamous Soggy Bottom. No, Not in this campaign, I don't think. Lieutenant Colonel, request you support the 2nd Brigade as a reserve. Deploy to the unit's immediate rear, provide support at its flanks, and wait for further opportunities. Yes, sir. I find this is a very easy 20-odd prestige just to get things kicked off. We can leave on 5x minute, there's nothing much going on. Oh, you've now changed to where you want me to go. Let me guess, right on the objective. I really wish that would change. Like, don't think it'd be too much to ask, because presumably there must be a number of these things dotted around the place. To have the AI's instinct to go to the next nearest victory point. So let's say Flurry Road, for example, might want, or even Pepper's Mill. Like, stage yourself here and then move off, because you're never going to get all the way over. I didn't even get my points for moving over here. Anyway, right. Enough of my moaning, we shall deal with it. Let us go down, or south or north. Let's go north. Go up to Lun and Bolling and on from there. But we shall trudge across the map in what sounds to be the rain. And perhaps I will jump when we find ourselves in contact with the Federals. So this is somewhat interesting, and to be frank, I don't believe a word of it. So apparently, if it reports that, from our scouts, if enemy units are spotted in our area of operations, deploy our regiment and engage enemy. I don't see any scouts indicating they are anywhere close to our area of operations, but we are here, so I'll happily deploy. Pick up a small amount of prestige for doing so. Thank you very much. I'm assuming that counts. But I don't know what's triggered them because... Oh, no. Apologies, game. I doubted you. In fact, you were entirely correct. You've taken a position... Very odd position, actually. On the north-south line of the Peppermill Road here. Because we could absolutely just flank it and go and take the objective, if that is indeed what we're aiming for. Jib's true himself. Seems to be stomping through a soggy bottom. Each their own, one supposes. Okay, well I, as I discussed before, in the name of sense and patience, will quite happily wait here for the rest of the Confederate forces, and only really join in when we've got a concerted attack. I don't want to go too crazy once combat is joined. Where are you just going for the objective, my friend? So we've got some cannons and a couple of cavalry units. Seems to be about the height of it. So you are actually going to come in behind the Federal position. Now we don't have much in the way of daylight is the only thing. I'm tempted to actually park myself up on this hill. May incur the wrath of the cannons, but just to do some spotting. So my commander doesn't suddenly think the AI is not where it is. I don't know how well the AI remembers known positions of enemies. I would assume from his vantage point I would be able to see them. Oh, I can see someone at least, I suppose. Perhaps that's enough. Maybe we'll scoot ourselves forward ever so slightly. Okay, good. We can see a bunch of a line now. I don't think we're coming under fire. No. Good. Now, where are you going to go, Jackson? Definitely want to go along this path and behind them, and we give him a rare old time. I'm a little nervous as to what our cannons are doing here. And whether we're going to set up or just keep going to catch up with this cavalry out front. Okay, Confederates coming behind. You can deploy to engage, or you're just going to ignore them? You are going to ignore them and go for the objective. No, which isn't necessarily the worst decision in the world. They all going to go? I'm going to hold where I am and see if these gentlemen, I'm going to slow down 5 speed and let them do it, but I won't make you suffer the same weight. We'll make sure these chaps do just cut the way across, which is I will then go around and join them, I believe. So we shall see how this develops. Well, that was anticlimactic. So we did indeed just walk straight past them, took the objective, and then they decided to withdraw. So not a shot fired. Well, that's not entirely true. Their cannons, I think, did pop a few units, but didn't cause any casualties. So yeah. A bit of a damp squib. Still, I got 40 prestige out of it. Not much to write home, but 'tis something, one supposes. So I have to laugh that they're still claiming it as a remarkable strategic victory. Although, I suppose if you look at it in a pure kind of sense, it was a very good victory by manoeuvre. So if your objective is to take and hold the ground, then that's exactly what we did, and we forced them to retreat. So, alright, fine, I'll give you that. Why do you keep saying I'm engaged in combat? I am not. I am not part of Lee's division. Right, I mean, the question will be, what will then the army of Shenandoah do next? Do we keep heading south? Chasing the Federals deeper into Confederate territory? One hopes so. So we are, unfortunately, just ensconced in Staunton. A bit of recovery, although it's not been too long. However, very excitingly, the Mr. Beauregard here and his Army of Potomac is taking it to Mr. Butler, and we actually outnumber them almost 3-1 in a battle for DC, which is nice to see considering how poorly the start of the war went. The overall Confederate High Command is actually making a good go of it. Now, there is a large array of Union forces developing, so I suspect we're not going to hold the city for long. I think it might be a good shock to their system, if indeed we do give them a bit of a whipping. And there's still a siege going around at Sperryville. Victory at Long Bridge. Excellent. Well, presumably DC is... Oh! Did they bring another division? No, it doesn't look like it. Is slowly falling into our hands? Yes, no, maybe? Oh. But in other news, we have bumped into Department of Washington. So again, we outnumber them. This is very unusual for Confederates. Being involved in fights where we have the upper hand. Let's give that a go. I think this time I'll jump all the way to actual contact, just in case we had bump into any more damp squibs. And just as well, because, yeah, nothing happened. We got within sight of the enemy, night fell, and they ran away. These Federals have no fight in them. Didn't even get the chance to turn up to the right red square and get a few paltry points of prestige. Okay, so we're back on the main campaign, maybe a day or so later. So we weren't victorious at Sperryville. So, I mean, how must be, our battles won must be pretty high at the minute now. Where are we? 17 versus 5. Wow. I mean, they've got 1.5 times the number of men we do. It's amazing they're struggling so much. We haven't done any of the main objectives yet, although presumably we're very close to securing Washington. It doesn't seem to be having a little progress. Aha! Excellent. So we've finished our studies on tactics, so it should improve our cunning by 0.5 star. It's not much, but it's something. Now we could do it again, but I think I would like to throw a party instead. As this will keep generating that influence for him, because we've got quite a lot of money. What's our influence motion now? It's 720. It's still a lot, isn't it? We are still defamed. We are getting it, but it's cheaper to get a brigade now than before they start increasing our quality of our weapons, etc. I'm tempted to maybe hold on for one actual fight before I push for promotion. Our Washington DC force seems a little bit surrounded here. Oh, I think we're about to get kicked out of Washington. 32,000 Federals, there's their numbers coming now. Pushing us back. Ah, okay, fair enough. But we've won around Sperryville. The Union haven't seemed to have gone very far. Yes, division on paper. It's 10,000. Oh, we're going northeast. Where are we off to? Ah, we're going to help clear out Sperryville. Let's see if we can actually find ourselves a fight. Okay, we lost Longbridge, which is not a shock. And how are the front lines looking? Surely it's be a little bit more coherent now. Yeah, we pocket here and some stuff in there, but that's okie dokie. Now, are we actually engaged in siege combat this time? Tell me true. Indeed we are. With a real force, there's 10,000 of them. Apparently it's in our favour for victory. Or is it 9,000? Oh yeah, okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Bit disappointing because you don't get to do anything. I don't believe it generates any prestige for you either. One wonders why it's continual siege combat. So I don't think I can force this. Oh, I can. Who knew I had the power? I've probably picked a terrible time of day for this. I can't remember what time it was. Oh well, we'll find out when we get there. Okay, so timing seems fine. 7 in the morning. I don't know if that relates to the same time that I actually clicked the button, but hey ho, it'll do. We are attacking the Federal forces. It's supposed to be 10,000 men aside, essentially. This may well be a fairly even fight. I'm already here. Change the square. You have. We're not going that far. It's never going to happen. I know you love to paint the red box right on top of them. Let's go up into this hill. Maybe we can see what's going on. Provide the information to our commander and see what the plan is. I mean, I suspect they're just going to have a big old line of palisades or earthworks or something, which could be a challenge to try and break down, actually. We shall have to see. Especially with the AI's unfortunate tendency of piecemeal attacks. But given the last 2 battles have ended in nothing, let's hopefully we can guess have a little bit of excitement. Right, come on then, show me what we've got. Nothing. Really? Really, you can see Federals, no? Well, apparently our sightlines there. Hello. I say apparently our sightlines aren't quite that good. Let us inch forward a little bit more. Found them. Okay, and as expected, they've just thrown. Well, honestly, I thought that was going to be the main line there. Well, they. Yeah, they are using it. We've got all the defense icon. I mean, if the AI does silly things, which the AIs want to do, like, I don't know, march its troops straight up the middle, I think the Confederates could lose this battle, which poor Jeb here decided to initiate. Right, come on, sort yourself out. Wow, that's a bold move there by Mr. Allen. I'm not sure it's going to pay off for him. He is at least in the earthworks. His lack of support may be somewhat of a downfall. Oh, the box to get into. Absolutely, Commander. Okay, he's starting to fall back. Having lost 50 men. How did many casualties did you manage to inflict? 50. Yeah, not time to do there. Okay, Glorious Commander, what's your orders for attack? Piecemeal straight at the earthworks? Piecemeal straight at the earthworks. You do know how to do it, don't you, sir? Not sure if there's huge amounts I can do to influence this. Nor do I think we get much opportunity to try and attack routing units, which was the way to safely generate large volumes of prestige. Nor do I even have kind of the right weaponry to try and, you know, get around on the flank and do a little bit of the Zouave type warfare. All those foolish boys in grey. Alright, well, maybe let's go just up to double speed. I don't want to confuse the AI too much. One suspects this shall be a defeat. Now, of course, what we should do, and what they have done to us occasionally, it's just flank the position. I've certainly seen the AI do that in our long campaign as the Confederates. But I've also seen them that act in this less than stellar manner. Okie dokie, well, unless opportunity provides, I'm not planning on getting my men anywhere near the front of this earthworks. I mean, we're literally attacking, like, the strongest point of it. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty fair. So maybe I'll just jump forward a little bit and see if the Confederate command get their act together. So somewhat amazingly, the push straight out the middle is actually forcing a few of the Federal units back. Now, at horrendous casualty ratios, you can see we're essentially 3-1 on losses. I expect it was shuffling reserves, but I'm impressed they even got as far as we did. Oh, they're starting to break now. And I was toying with the idea of, oh, should I just spend a bunch of prestige to take over command of something? But I'm not sure it's worth it. Our scouts report the enemy are nearby. No shit, Sherlock. Oh, where are my units? I'm not sure exactly what it is you expect me to be able to do. But I'll take the 2 prestige. If you send some infantry to the flanks, I will happily assist. In fact, if you do anything but just charge straight the middle, I'll probably happily assist. I was stowing patience, and that's what I'll keep to it. I need to save my men and save my reputation. Not charge headlong into this absolute catastrophe. Okay, so wait, actually, I'm going to leave it on 2x because I know it can upset some of the morale objects and things go too quickly. I will slowly watch these poor men die. Okay, so I've gone for a little bit of a Hail Mary. I said I wasn't going to throw my men's lives away, but I'm going to try and force a reaction from the Federals here. And I've snuck round the side. I'm securing the objective in the hope that causes them to divert some of their troops away, and we won't be fighting them through these horrendous earthworks. As you see, the casualties very much in the Federal Federal favour, about 2 to 1. Although that might improve if you try and do these counterattacks into strong Confederate positions here. But we have taken the objective, and I'm hopeful that might prompt some kind of reaction from somebody. Although perhaps not. Perhaps we shall still just keep throwing ourselves at these earthworks and hoping that somehow something changes. Yeah, okay. Somehow we still seem to think it's some kind of minor victory. I'm not convinced that's the case. We could get into these earthworks. These Federals would be in an appropriate place. And we've essentially driven them off most of these lines. But we are opting just to stand in the field in front instead. Okay. I had thought they'd be prompted to send some forces to secure that. But I guess not. Alright. Okay, we shall see what develops. Okay, so the battle has continued in essentially the same way that it started. Maybe I was too harsh with the old hated little straight up the middle tactic, as it has seemed to create some holes in Union lines, and casualties are ever so slightly starting to even out. But more importantly, an interesting opportunity has presented itself. So the 2nd US Cavalry here, who were up at the front, and have acquitted themselves very well, taking huge casualties, half their numbers before they decided to break and run, have decided to retreat down towards Mason Hill Road, providing me a beautiful opportunity to hopefully cavalry charge these fine fellows. Now hopefully it should be far enough away by the time we actually turn around and engage them, hopefully somewhere around about here, that no one else gets involved. Let's find out. It should be a nice boost to our prestige. Charge, boys! And should be very limited casualty as well. No? What? Where are you going? Stop it! Why did you not engage? Dagnammit. Well, let's just follow them off the map and make sure they don't turn around and regroup. Oh no, we didn't get any prestige from that. You can definitely charge rogue units, I have done it before. Alright, cheerio. Oh. And rock on. Okie dokie. Well, there goes that stellar plan. Have to keep our eye for other opportunities, but that's the kind of where we might get a bit of potential. We see some routing units and we can give them the cold steel as they run away. The hero's way of doing things. Okay, we will turn around and we'll regain our position on Mason Hill Road, we'll guard the point, and yeah, things will continue into early afternoon. And despite my pessimism, I think this may end up being a Confederate victory by the way by the looks of things. Especially the way the Union have like large volumes of forces kind of not engaged. So if we keep these kind of odds on the go, then that will definitely tip things in our favour. Should never have doubted Jackson. That's not there, where is he? Yeah. Apologies, sir. Okay, that's just a detachment, that's not good. I need an actual regiment to break. Alright, so we are now, actually it was only about an hour later maybe. Casualties continue to even out, 1,000 to 700, it's obviously still in their favour, but they have, as you see, dispersed somewhat from initial position. We're still a bit clumped up here, but things are swinging in our favour, and we have another opportunity to maybe engage a little bit in the rear here. Hopefully we can maybe try and engage with this infantry regiment. Hey! Only 3 prestige. Yes, I will. Oh, plus 11. There you go. Nicely done. You fire at them to boot. Is anyone paying us any attention? Okay, we're attracting a little bit of attention from the infantry. Let us withdraw. To the pip. No, it doesn't really help the fight, but I suppose it inflicts some casualties. Definitely helps our prestige. I'd like to do this, but from the front was the original game plan. There's a... Oh, they're quite chunky unit. Oh, hello. Let us make sure these fine gentlemen don't come back into the fight. Mop-up duty, that seems what we're doing at the minute. Doesn't feel like a great tactical battle. Perhaps it's what we need to do. This has encouraged me that I think as quickly as possible I want to take Jeb's role so I can better engineer my own positions. I'm so reliant on circumstance when you're just controlling one tiny unit. So I think maybe I will just pay... Right. Please and thank you. Where's my charger? I'm gone. Good sir, why can't... There you go. I was say, why can't you not charge? You can! You were just reluctant. That's it. Charge into the backs of a broken men. What glory. Come on, right in town, lads. We're going to be in the federal lines in a minute. Yes, no, okay, there's our little bit of prestige. And then pull back. Pull back. Good lads. We might be able to help out in this flank here and actually do some actual fighting. It is very tempting. We are only 250 of us. I would really like to rout this larger brigade. And they are struggling. There's too many men here. I'd dearly love to give them a charge. Right, they are still on the go. One wonders if I could repeat this a second time. Well, looks like the front line is stabilized. Yeah, you're a little bit outmatched over here, and you don't have any support. Do we have any more infantry in the rear? A couple of brigades here. Regiments, not really do up to much. Okay, let's see if we can't encourage the 9th Pennsylvanian to depart the map. And give us a bunch of prestige along the way. We can advance our career a little bit quicker. Has a double-edged bonus, of course, of not only generating prestige for using on promotions and positions, but by doing so we move towards our promotion quicker. A bit of natural progression. That wasn't the greatest, only 2. There was a limit to how much you can use this system. Here's our fatigue. Fatigue's okay, so I'll keep them at it. And more importantly, we're not losing men, which is good after our first few attempts at cavalry command. 16! That's a lot. That seems, that seems like a lot. Do we want to go again? We are winded. Mistake, they're broken. We haven't lost a man here. If you're gaming the system, don't stop gaming. We may lose this actually. The front line's now starting to get a little bit shaky. I mean, the losses have stabilised. Well, we have definitely lost more. We do have the point, although it's not really generating much for us. Yeah, with a little bit of R&R, we may find ourselves on the wrong end of the defeat here. Oh. Don't stop, gentlemen, don't stop. I doubt we'll get the chance before we disappear. Okay, never mind. We did well. Yeah, through shaky brigades. This may be the extent of it. Okay. But it's not the end of the world. We've got Lee lurking nearby with his division. He can come and knock these guys out. Although, unfortunately, it will mean a prolonged period of R&R for this army, as is the case after defeat. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Keep going, gentlemen. You said where to make some new friends. Or some old friends. This is very, very cheesy. But I'm happy to do it, to at least to get where I want to be in terms of command, and then I'll go back to actual sensible warfare. I don't want to be another pawn on the losing side of the war like we were in our last playthrough. Did you get there? No. Why did you not get there? Well, I want to charge again. They're getting too close to the federal lines. I think the order to retreat is going to come fairly soon. And casualty gap's starting to widen a little bit again. Okay. Oh, hello, 16th Pennsylvania. You care to make a friend? I'm not sure if this would do my restoring my reputation any good had this been my actual conduct. But then back then you wouldn't have known, would you? The only CEO gets written in dispatches, and we can talk of heroic actions within the enemy's rear to disrupt their communications and supply. These poor souls, I don't know what's going to hit them. Although we are a little tired. Rest the horses. I'm hoping we get a chance before the order comes to withdraw. The only action minute is a cannonade, which will be going in their favour because we're standing open and they are in earthworks. Oh, are we trapped on the fence again? Not trapped, but it's slowing us a little bit. Up. Or walk through it. Yeah. Technically flanked, but quickly, and you'll not worry about it. I wonder if this is doing much for their veterancy. Right. Have at them. Huzzah! Here's another 10 prestige, excellent. Okay, fall back. Good, right, I think this may have run its course. Oh, hello. This seems foolish from a Federal perspective. Maybe they sense the end is near and they can break us. Right, I think I've done enough marauding in the rear. Let's see if we come through. Potentially we can put a little bit of pressure on this exposed unit here. Although with our troops also backing off, the opportunity may be lost somewhat. Well, maybe not. Well, you lads haven't done anything. And they've broken. We won't get a chance to get near them. Okay. So we're well into the afternoon now. And for the last couple of hours it's just been a cannon exchange between the armies. Fairly ineffectual, to be honest. Not much added to either of the casualty numbers. Still about 1,400 on our side and 1,100 on theirs. Actually close to 1,500 on our side. Yeah, I'm interested. So when it gets to the end of the day, my initial thought was, we'll probably retreat at that point, given the high casualty numbers. However, technically we hold the objective. And so I don't know if that's then going to force, essentially if there's a retreat decision, it's going to fall on the Union. I don't know. Because not all the ones we've seen them retreat recently is because we held the objective. But I guess I shall find out. So I'll just continue to sit here and let them pound each other into dust until nighttime falls. Oh, it looks like the Federals are doing one final evening push. Try and break our spirit before the day ends. Just bringing our good cells into flank here, so it may provide some opportunities. Much here, just maybe a better position to go. I'm not sure if these guys were to break, that would be pretty handy. Looks like they're pulling back to the point now, which may get before the end of the day. Should more of our men break, I think just the general retreat will come. Yeah, I'd love to be over that side right now. I wonder if we can help out here. Getting our hands dirty with some real soldiery. What I don't really want is to turn and face 900 muskets very much. We can give them a little bit of something as they retreat. That would be good. Okay. Can't say we didn't help. No, they're looking at me. No, thank you. Alright, seems to be just a bit of a final hurrah. Oh, hello. Who do we have over here then? You seem to be running off into a nice late position. It'd be a shame if something was to happen to you. I don't know why my charge icon keeps going. There you go. So deselect and reselect the unit. Frustrating. At least we know our way around it. Give me hell, boys. The order's coming in. Yeah, good lads. Stuck in. I still don't really know where this is going to fall. Wow, that's really tightened up casualty-wise. Okay. Alright, I think that'll probably take us to the end of the day now. Let's see where this one lands. Alright, so we have got finally to the end of the day, 7 o'clock at night. They did retake the point, so let's see what happens here. Oh. They're gonna go again. Okay. Alright, I'm now feeling vaguely positive. So our casualties are... there's not much between it. Well, what's that? 200? Which ain't much. It's just a couple of detachments over here. They're all pretty winded for whatever reason. This is a... well, we're all pretty winded as well. I don't know what this deployment was about. At least we don't have the earthworks. We do have a little bit of fenced defense. Oh, but I'm positive for what our lads can get done here. But why are we winded? Why are we exhausted? Why is everybody exhausted? We haven't done anything. How are we more tired now than when we went to sleep? Well, I don't know. I can I can sympathise with that, let's be honest. Yeah, we are properly exhausted. That's really bizarre. So actually, I don't have my box anymore. Oh, of course it's up here. I'm tempted just to get you to stand still somewhere and refresh yourself. Right, you do that. But I'm going to have to put a count here. So I was expecting this to end and then we could probably secure ourselves a promotion, but we're going to go on and advance. But this battle is, from a personal perspective, is going pretty well. There's 110 prestige already. We're going to get another chance, a few more bites at the proverbial onion. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I'm a little worried how spread out we all are and how knackered we all are. But we'll see if we can maybe get a bit more in the thick of it today and actually influence the battle in our favour. We shall see. So I'll catch you then. Cheerio.